855-450-FREE is our toll-free number here tonight. You can, of course, bring up anything that you would like. And we're going to start the show out with a special guest this evening, who is Derrick J Freeman. Good evening, Derrick.
Hello, everyone. It's good to be with you.
Oh, it's great to have you. And by the way, you are on our Skype connection. It's one of the newest features here on Free Talk Live, where listeners can also connect via Skype once you're gone, because we can only take one person at a time on Skype. But if you would like to add us on Skype, you can do that at lrn.fm. And by the way, with you in studio tonight, it's Ian here.
Allie.
And Mark.
And Derrick J, it almost sounds like you're here with us.
It sounds to me like I'm with you guys. I certainly wish I was in the Shire, and I'm there in spirit.
I wish you were here, too.
He'll be here in about 4 weeks. Isn't that right?
This is true. I've already booked all my tickets, the hotel, everything's set. I will be at Liberty Forum. I can't wait.
Now, you have not been... Wait, have you been to Liberty Forum before?
I went last year. I was only there for one day. I missed a lot of it, but got to rub some elbows with some lovely people, and I look forward to being there the whole time, taking it all in. There's so much to do. There's too much to do. You can't do it all. So I'll be there soaking it all in, and I look forward to meeting you and the listeners.
Indeed. And from what I understand, there is going to be a screening of Derrick J's Victimless Crime Spree, the very first public screening of the director's cut of the film. We can talk more about that here and what's coming up and what's going on for you in a moment. But there's a really big project that you've launched within the last couple weeks that I'm so excited about. I'm glad that it's happening. I knew it was coming, and it's here now. And I wanted to make sure that we got that news out there to folks. Peace News Now has launched. What is it?
Well, drop in and opt out, Ian. That is the tagline of Peace News Now. It's a rehash from Free Agents Radio News that some of your listeners may remember from the past, which had to go away for a little while I went away to jail. And now I'm back, and I couldn't wait to report the peaceful evolution that's happening around the globe. And so the mission of Peace News Now is to inform and entertain and empower listeners to peacefully resist coercion in all of its forms, and to inspire others to join the peaceful evolution that's happening around the globe. So, like, you and I love liberty, and sharing those ideas with each other is great, but if that's all we do, then we're missing out on a golden opportunity to awaken something really beautiful in the world around us. And you know this because you broadcast to the world for your show, but Peace News Now aims to provide the most shareable liberty content in the world. It's just 5 minutes, so it fits into everyone's daily schedule. Yep. It provides refreshing news of peace and freedom winning out over war and slavery. And it comes in both high-quality audio and video formats for maximum accessibility and shareability.
I was going to ask about that because that's important. Some people are going to want it in video, and some people are going to want it in audio. And I was wondering whether that was going to be the case.
So I was around when Derrick was creating this Peace News Now idea, and everything that you just said about it being entertaining, concise, and informative. I remember when you were planning all this, and you've really pulled it off because I've been watching them as they come out, and it is all those things, and it's perfect because you don't have to sit down and watch a big, long thing or listen to a long segment. It's not like you have to hear some talking pundits' views on it. You just get the news, and I respect your opinion on everything. So when there is opinion, I tend to want to hear that too.
Well, yeah, thank you, Allie. The goal is to keep it concise, and I post all of my show notes as an attachment to every episode. All of the archives are online at peacenewsnow.com, so if you miss an episode or if you want to really dig into a story, you can do that easily.
It's really a multimedia occasion because you've got video, audio, and the show notes, which are effectively a blog version of it too, right?
Yeah, that's right. Of course, I read from a script when I'm doing the show, so the show notes include the script, but they also include the links to where I got the stories. Right, it includes the author's name. I want to share all this information, so if this is a new episode to people, if people are new to the idea of liberty and they're curious about a certain story, you can go as deep as you want.
And you were actually talking about one of the superhero crime fighters in the Northwest, Phoenix Jones, one of the recent episodes. Yeah. And I was on your show notes at the time, and I went and I clicked and I watched the video that you were referring to when you were talking about Phoenix Jones, because I think those superhero guys are pretty interesting characters. So yeah, it made it really easy for me.
Well, thank you. Yeah, the idea of covering people who are doing something active to resist tyranny and to promote peace in the world. That's what I'm interested in covering. Yeah. So Peace News Now, we cover action takers, the vigilanteism of Phoenix Jones, vote with your feet solutions like the Free State Project, whistleblowers like Bradley Manning, independent private charities like we covered yesterday, Shire Sharing, and civil disobedience like Mega Upload Guy, Kim.com. Yeah. And of course, my favorite, alternative currencies like Bitcoin, which are really changing the way the world is going to do business.
Yeah,
it's exciting.
Yeah, it sounds like you're covering all the things that I want to hear about.
You need to subscribe then, Mark.
Apparently, I need to.
And there are lots of ways to subscribe. I mean, where can you find PNN? We're everywhere. We're on Facebook, facebook.com/Peace News Now. We're on YouTube, youtube.com/Peace News Now. We're on Twitter @Peace News Now, and we're on iTunes. So subscribe to the daily podcast from the iTunes store, or if you're really old-fashioned and you just like the regular website, you can find us at peacenewsnow.com.
Yeah, and also on peacenewsnow.com, if you have something besides iTunes, you can subscribe to the RSS feed, which is the little icon up at the top. Plus, you're heard on the Free Talk Live and LRN.FM streams basically all day long, multiple times a day. It's currently rotating in and out with some of our other news products, but I was so elated that you finally got this back up and running, because it gave me the excuse to take Fox News off the air from LRN.FM, which, I didn't like playing them. The only reason I was playing them was because they were the only news provider that provided a regular podcast feed in the appropriate 5-minute radio standard format. And now, Derrick J, you're the very first liberty-oriented newscast. Well, you were the first with Free Agents Radio News, but you are still the first today with Peace News Now. And you're doing it now 7 days a week instead of, I think, 5, which you were doing before. So you've even stepped it up.
Right. That's right. Yeah, go big or go home. Well, I just want to inspire action. I know the world runs on ideas, and ideas form our actions. And so some are constructive, some are not. And I want to promote the ones that are.
Can you stick with us and chat for some more?
Yes.
All right, more coming up here with Derrick J Freeman from peacenewsnow.com. Also, liveforyourdance.com is one of his other websites. Victimlesscrimespree.com. We can talk a little bit more about that as well. And, of course, take your calls. Maybe you've got a question for Derrick. He's here, and he can talk to you at 855-450-FREE. Again, that's peacenewsnow.com. That's where you can go to get more of Derrick J every single day, all 7 days a week.
What more could you ask for?
In a little bite-sized piece, 5 minutes a day. That's all, and that makes it so anybody can go and enjoy it. Derrick J, thanks for coming on tonight, man.